And welcome to another exciting episode of KyBrewReview. I'm Still Reserve.
Special K, and tonight we're doing SweetWater Glacial India Pale Cold Ale. It is a beer brewed with cryo hops, whatever that is, and it's best served at 38 degrees. So our fridge, we can actually set our fridge to the exact temperature, and it is probably about, I would say it's close to that, I would say it's within 2 to 3 degrees because it's been out for a minute.
Yeah.
So, SweetWater always does some interesting stuff. Their beers, I would say they're generally always above average. But I haven't had one from them that blew me away in a while, I'll say that. It's pretty cloudy, like a hazy IPA. Very carbonated. It's very active. That smells delicious.
That's a great smell.
It's very bright. Nice citrus in there. Tiny bit of butter. Very hoppy and malty. Oh, that smells delicious. It really does. Head is decent. Kind of big bubbles.
Sticking around.
Well, first beer of the day. Yeah. It's quite drinkable. It doesn't have as strong of a bitterness as you would expect it to, but I think it's pretty well balanced there. It's not quite as bright as you'd expect it to be on the tongue, but it is still kind of juice forward. It's kind of juicy, nice citrus, kind of tiny bit of bitterness up front, and it finishes kind of heavy.
But smooth.
Yeah. It finishes almost like a malt liquor. Yeah. A little bit. I don't know what the ABV is on this. Let's see if we can find it on the can here.
I don't know, man. It's been a while since I've had malt beverage.
Well, we're about to have some later, I'm sure.
Woo-hoo.
I don't see the ABV on this. We will put it in the description, or I'll just put it somewhere on the screen. And up there it is, 6.3%. They put it next to the barcode. That 6.3. That's a pretty good percentage.
That's good. That's a good percentage. Good percentage.
Mm-hmm. More than an average beer, but less than a big boy.
It's a medium boy.
It has a tiny, absolutely tiny bit like a metal, a little bit of a metal on the back end. But to be fair, I dropped that can like 6 times, so
It'll happen.
Mm-hmm.
It'll happen.
I like it. It's kind of like in between like a regular IPA and a hazy. It's not quite like completely unfiltered, but it's not as bright and dry as like a normal IPA. It's sort of right there in the middle.
And I'll tell you what, man. After being outside all day, at the beginning of the day, not so bad, but then it just kept getting hotter and hotter. Clearly, I just came from work.
We both did.
And boy, man, it's a good after work beer.
It's pretty bready too. Price, but I'm gonna go with the 7. It's good. I don't think it's like spectacular, but it's definitely a good beer, and I'm glad I tried it.
I'll give it a 7.5. I claimed it's a good after work beer, and it is. I mean, just relaxing, not reclining because I'm on a stool. That's all right.
It says on the back that they're independently brewed since '97. I thought they were still owned by. I thought they were owned by InBev or something. Maybe I'm wrong.
No, they're independently brewed since '97.
Maybe they're brewed. I doubt they're owned.
Look, man,
Brewed and owned.
I'm just reading what the can says. Okay.
Brewed and owned are 2 different things.
You're right.
Well, you can tell that we enjoyed the beer because we're both.
I filled mine back up after the first drink. So yeah, it's a good one.
Different. If you want to get in a little bit like, I'm not gonna say it's lighter because it's not a lighter IPA. It's less hoppy, a less hop forward IPA.
It's a less hop intense.
But it's definitely got a bit. I would argue that it's a bigger body than a typical IPA too. It's a bit thicker and a bit more girthy.
Yeah. It does, a little bit heavier on the way down.
Yeah, but it works. It works for this.
Oh yeah, no,
for sure. Yeah, it's like I said, it's nice not to see them do weed infused, terpenes infused. Like I'm not the big fan of the hemp and weed and terpene infused beers. I don't quite understand them because you're not getting any of the intentions of those products. So I don't see the point of putting them in a beer. If you want a skunky beer, all you have to do is just leave one out in the sun for a little bit and then
go buy a Heineken.
Right, go buy a Heineken, go buy a Corona,
go buy a Red Rolling Rock.
Yeah, they'll just leave them out in the sun for like 5
minutes. Just go buy a beer that's in a green bottle. That they are just like, all right, halfway up the bottle. Yeah, we don't need to keep it away from light.
No, we just leave them out in the sun for an extended period of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, not so much. So, do you recommend it?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I definitely recommend it if you're looking for something different for IPAs. I mean, it still has your typical IPA flavors, what you'd expect in an IPA, but like I said, the body, the mouthfeel, and then the hoppiness, it's a lot different than that.
It's a lot different. It's a change that you could probably appreciate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I can't say that I could tell that they were cryo hops. It just tasted like a typical kind of hop to me.
Again, we still don't know what cryo hops are.
And we're not going to do research because that involves effort. So, well, cryo means cold, but like...
Cold hops, yeah.
I guess we could read what the can says right there.
Utilizes cryo hops innovation, cold dry hopping, and our unique cold IPCA brewing process.
Okay, they use freeze-dried hops. Got it.
Cool. This is cool.
Freeze-dried hops.
Figured it out. Case solved. Next case. Let's go. Detective Steele and Special K are on the case.
Right. We're down. All right, well, that has been our episode. If you would like to see anything else on the channel, you may leave a comment down below. If you would like to support the channel, feel free to hit that like button. Or if you don't have any money, you can just watch our videos. That helps us out immensely. I'm Special K.
I'm Still Reserve.
Thanks for watching.